Welcome to our weekly tarot reveal. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the replay from my TikTok live that I do every Monday and Friday at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you can skip forward a little bit. I'm going to wait a few minutes, let everybody get on. Good morning, good morning. If you just heard me talking, I'm talking to the people that watch the replay on YouTube. Hang on, let me see. Hang on, I'm fixing something. There we go. All right. Monday morning, you guys. Monday morning. Are you ready? We have the full moon happening this week. Woo! Come on in. Say hi. Whatever. Just be kind. Good morning, good morning. If y'all missed our masterclass last night, you missed a great masterclass. We actually went like 2 hours, but it was so, I don't know. I liked combining the masterclass with the full moon circle. So that was fun because we brought our oracle decks. We chose a card for ourselves, we meditated on it, and then shared what we experienced through that meditation and a lot more. So yeah, good morning. Come on in. I'm gonna turn this down just a bit so maybe hopefully YouTube doesn't flag it. What is going on? Douglas, what are you doing? He wants to play. And the older dog's not having it. Douglas. I may have to pause this. Give me just a second. Let me get him settled because I'm not going to do readings while the dogs are acting up. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out how to do this again. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I had to get them both something to chew on so they would stop focusing on each other and disrupting my morning live. Okay, so good morning, welcome. Sorry, you guys, I had to pause it for a sec. The dogs were going crazy. But anyways, what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at the energy of the week. We're going to look at every day up until Thursday, and then on Friday, we're going to look at the energy of the weekend. But first, we're going to give our energy an upgrade, okay? This is the healing frequency, and this is a higher level frequency that's going to boost it, okay? So let me pause this. All you need to do during this, while it's vibrating, while these are singing, you just receive the vibration and just imagine your body lifting up, okay? Like imagine your body floating. And what that's going to do is it's going to immediately raise your vibration. It's true, okay? So here we go. Just breathe. It's still going. All right. See? That's all we got to do. We just got to attune our frequency. We are electric beings, and if we don't pay attention to that, then we will get really chaotic energy all around us and within us, and we don't want that, okay? So, all right, let's get our blessing for the week, and then we're going to get into choosing our tarot deck, and we'll get into the reading. Okay, what is our blessing for the week? Like I said earlier, we have the full moon happening on, I believe it's Wednesday, the 30th. So it's a super full moon and a blue moon. So this is like the biggest energy moon of 2023. So you want to take it seriously. You want to focus on what you want to release in order to create space for more. Okay, you want to pay attention to your intuition. It's in Pisces. Pisces is very psychic energy. So you might have crazy dreams. You might have just intuitive thoughts. Write them down because those are divine downloads. Okay, you might get a little bit emotional, but also we want to look at where we have been escaping in our life and why have we been escaping. So do you escape with alcohol? Do you escape with TV? Do you escape with anything else to distract you from what's going on in your life? Okay, so let's see what we need to know is our blessing for this week. Ooh, a blessing from Queen. It looks like Mab, but I'm going to pull the book to see because it's the font on here is hard to read. Look how powerful she looks. Look at that. So let's pull her card and see. Is she the last one? No. Okay. Yeah, Queen Mab. Okay. Ooh, she looks powerful. So let's see. The fairy gift of being the ruler of your own world. I told you she looked powerful, doesn't she? So it says, with this fairy gift from the formidable and enchanting fairy queen, Queen Mab, comes the blessing of being the owner of your own life. This is a powerful blessing indeed, for with this blessing comes the most precious gift of all, that of knowing that your life is yours to live. Oh, how perfect is that, right? Especially with this super full moon coming. Right? And with the North Node being in Aries, it's like be all you can be, but be you. Okay? Let's see. With this blessing, let you now take up the reins of your life. Let you decide what it is you do and who it is you are and who you are now becoming. It is your life, this wild and sweet thing to be lived only once, and it is rare and priceless. You shall no longer be owned, nor forced, nor pushed, nor pulled, for with her gift comes a solidity of determining your own fate. Man, I like her. For you are a being who has often been pressured to give away the crown that declares that you are the sovereign. With this blessing, it is returned to you. So with this card, with this blessing this week, you are getting your power back if you choose to do so, okay? Because it states very clearly that you're so used to giving it away, but you have the opportunity this week to take it back, okay? And you don't have to take it back by force. You take it back by claiming your power, by making moves that suit you and nobody else. It's not about being in your ego. It's about doing what is necessary for your highest good, because we all have a purpose in this lifetime. We all have things we're supposed to experience and ways that we're naturally allowed to be. But if you're not allowing yourself to be in that energy, then you're like living a wasted life. So what I was thinking about this morning, I was like, it is so cool. I think it is. It is so cool that it's literally my destiny to help you live a better life. That is literally my destiny. That is in my energetic blueprint. That is in my astrology, my human design, my numerology. It is my destiny to sit down with you and to open you up and to help you live a better life. I love it. So you got to find out what your destiny is, okay? So let's choose our deck. Do we want the mystical tarot of mystical moments, or do we want the Akashic tarot? So deck 1 or deck 2? Y'all are quiet this morning. You still waking up? Deck 1 or deck 2? Okay, we got to vote for 2. Okay. 1 or 2. This is the Akashic Tarot. And this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So deck 1 or deck 2? Y'all are very quiet, sleepy this morning. Oh yeah, Anne, you're out in BFE. Okay, everybody's still asleep, so we'll go with deck 2. That's very interesting. Y'all have never been this quiet. Are y'all okay? I know it's Monday and all, but wake up. You're already too late, Anne. We already chose deck 2. So this is the Akashic Tarot. This is different from the regular traditional tarot. It seems to go, in my opinion, deeper. So I like it. I love to use this during personal readings. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at every day this week up until Thursday. And then on Friday, we will look at Friday through Sunday. Good morning. All right, so what do we need to know this week? What do we need to know this week? So for today, we have the increscent moon, the 6 of keys. I know it's backwards on the screen, yeah. So we have the increscent moon. So this is a really good energy, okay? Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh, let me fix that, y'all. I'm so sorry. It says it's on sub only. That is why. How do I turn that off? How do I turn that off? Hang on, give me 1 second. Shit, where is it? No, that's not what I want. Okay, you guys, I am so sorry. I did not realize it was on sub only. Thank you for realizing that, Anne. I was like, damn, y'all are quiet. Everybody should be able to talk now. There's everybody. I'm so sorry. You voted for 2? Okay, there you are. Okay. So sorry. Look, Mercury retrograde and Monday. I blame it on both of those. Y'all said 2 as well? Okay, cool. Okay, so now we're back to business. Okay. So again, we have the increscent moon. This is a really good energy because what this indicates is really refining and working on, it could be yourself, it could be a project. This is a time of increase. Okay? This is a time for like stepping into that natural energy, which is you just inviting things in however it's meant for you. So for like me, for instance, you know, you guys really want to learn who you are on your energetic blueprint. You want to look at your astrology, you want to look at your numerology, you want to look at your human design, because the way you manifest is going to be different from maybe me or anybody else that you're around. So for instance, my way of manifesting is I'm not supposed to be specific. All I'm supposed to do is focus on the feeling, okay? So that's why visualization and getting into that feeling works so well for me. Now, there's going to be other people where their manifestation type is to get really specific and then tap into that emotion, tap into that feeling, okay? So with the 6 of keys, 6 is a healing energy, but it's also about harmony and love, okay? So you want to love what you're doing, no matter what it is. That doesn't mean be delusional and be like, oh, I'm not going to do that because I don't love taking out the trash. Come on. There are certain things that we need to do, right? But when it comes to tapping into your zone of genius, it needs to be something that comes naturally to you, something that you're passionate about, okay? Does that make sense? Yes, you should always be learning in life. Absolutely. That's your manifestation type too, Anne? Yeah. I learned that a while back and I was like, yeah, that makes so much sense. And that is how I completely transformed my life, is because I sat in my visualization and I could feel that energy. And I was so happy, and I let the emotions run over me, and that's when things just started popping off. Okay? Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, my quiet time is over. That's so funny. Okay, let's look at tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow we have the Muse. This is all really good energy. The Muse is our creativity, our inspiration, okay? So tomorrow you might be feeling like really inspired. Today you might be thinking about, who am I? What do I enjoy? What is my passion? What does come naturally to me? How am I meant to move through this universe, through this life? And how can I be in that zone to where abundance and love and peace and harmony comes to me naturally, easily, and effortlessly, okay? And so then we have, again, on Tuesday, we have the Muse. It's number 15. So 15 is 1, the self, right? And 5 is change. Well, then we add them together in numerology, and that's 6 again, okay? So there's a real focus on harmony this week, on being in this this creative flow. So like I said, tomorrow you might just feel really inspired, okay? You might want to create something, you might want to write something, you might, whatever comes to you tomorrow is a good day to really just let it expand. Let yourself be inspired and just write it down, put it in your notes, or like make a video, whatever works for you. I'm not a big writer, but yeah, just do whatever works for you to get all the ideas out, okay? So let's see, Wednesday. Ooh, we have the 6 of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. Okay, here's the energy, another 6, y'all. So here's the energy of the full moon day, okay? We have the Sands of Time. Now, when this card is direct, it indicates a feeling of, I don't have enough time. I'm running out of time. Like, I should have already been at this certain state in my life. Or, you start to get this panic feeling of like time is running out for some reason. But what the universe is telling you is like, breathe. Everything is happening when it's meant to happen, the way it's supposed to happen. Our job is to literally set the energy for allowance, okay? Our job is to get out of our own way and open ourselves up to receive, okay? So this is just telling you, don't worry. Like I said, on the full moon, you're probably gonna feel emotional because that big super moon is going to be pulling at us energetically. And we're we're mostly water. So that's why it makes us emotional. That's why it makes us a little crazy. That's why you see weird things on the full moon. It's just, it pulls at us. So sit with it and figure out what is pulling at me. Why do I feel this anxiety? Why am I trying to live in the future when I can live right now and see what's working for me right now? And how can I take steps in order to get to this ideal life? Does that make sense? You're trying to find a job and figure out what to do that you'll like? Good, yeah, try different things. And I am the same way, girl. I am the same way. It depends on my mood. Let's look at Thursday. Ooh, Thursday we have the Lookout. Isn't it interesting how we have 2 major arcana here that are surrounding the full moon energy, okay? So on Thursday, after this full super moon, you're probably going to experience something that is either going to be a revelation, or you're going to feel like something is falling apart, something's not working out, but this is telling you it's not working out for a reason, okay? It's like you're dodging a bullet, because whenever this goes reversed, it indicates the universe is like getting you out of that situation. So when it's direct, we got to look around to see where do we want to go, because what we've been focusing on, what we've been putting all our time, energy, and effort into is not working, right? It's literally crumbling because it's not meant for us. So you see, they're looking out, trying to figure out, where do I go from here? And that's your opportunity to decide. It's number 17. So again, we have the self, right? Initiation, creation. And then number 7 is a highly spiritual number. And then we add them together, it becomes 8. 8 is all about abundance, getting in that flow. So it's like abandoning ship as far as what is not working for you, moving away from those things and knowing that if it's meant for you, then it'll come back to you in a different way. Does that make sense? I don't know why my speaker's been beeping lately. I guess I need to get a new one. Look, we have another 6, you guys. The divine physician is in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Remember how I said 6 is a very healing number, and it's also about our connections and love and heart space. Okay, so the divine physician is like there is something that needs to be healed, and one of the things is feeling like you're always out of time or you're always rushing. Remember how I said in my last video that Mercury retrograde and all the planets that are retrograde right now are going to make you feel like things are slowing down. And it's probably going to feel agitating, right? Which is why we have this big emotional response on Wednesday. Like, damn it, it's like things feel like they're running at a snail's pace, and I just need this to happen, and I need this to happen, I need this to happen, I'm running out of time. And the universe is like, calm down, okay? Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because it's irritating me. So it's like, why are we so rushed? Okay, you're exactly where you need to be. You've got to just learn to open yourself up and to trust in the universe, trust in the process. Like, don't shout at me, please. Y'all, this is a collective reading. Don't spam my chat. Like, that's rude. You're just trying to lay low, Denise? That's good. That's good. It doesn't matter if you're new. It's just don't jump on somebody's live and start just spamming the chat expecting a free reading. It's rude. So stop. Okay. Apparently people don't like to listen. My God. It all makes sense. I've been on a hiatus for about 5 years now. Feel like a sinking ship financially. Well, it can absolutely 100% turn it around. Okay? Yeah, not today. I don't have time for that shit. It irritates the hell out of me. It's so rude. It's resonating so much. Good. Okay? Because we are taught, listen, you guys, we are taught that time is of the essence, right? Time is money. Money is time. All of that. So whenever we start worrying about time, they're like, oh, you're getting older, you're running out of time. No, you're not, right? It's just life. We're just here to experience something. We're going to experience different things because we have our own energetic blueprints, right? Like I told you just a minute ago, my energetic blueprint, my destiny is to help you to have a better life because I have a natural ability to see things that you can't. I have a natural ability to bring about ideas that maybe you haven't thought of. And I've been that way my entire life. And the problem, I was using that in the past as, I guess for a way for people to like me and value me. But what it was doing was I was giving, but it was pushing me further and further down because I was using it the wrong way. Okay? So now when I finally stopped doing that, when I woke up and I started using it in a much more productive way, instead of like, oh, I'm going to do this for you so you'll like me. No, I'm doing it because I genuinely want to help you, and this is going to be my life purpose. This is going to be my business because this is my calling. Everything turned around. So this is why it's really important for you to understand who you are and what your blueprint is. It's your own little cheat sheet, okay? And you start to really understand yourself. The more you understand yourself, the more easy it is to navigate through life. Because another thing that is one of my abilities is to see how to simplify things, how to break them down more easy. That's why I always say life is simple. It's not easy, but it really is simple, okay? So that's why That's why it's really imperative for you to know who you are. Okay, so let's keep going. What do we want to pull? Let's pull the Astro deck. But with this blessing, right? We had this blessing this morning, or earlier this morning. We had this blessing this week of taking your power back, right? You've been giving away, just like I was telling you. I was giving mine away. Giving, trying to just help everybody at my own detriment. But when you take your power back and you use it in a constructive way, then you start, why am I doing this? I need to stop talking and shuffling. I was fixing to shuffle it like a tarot deck. When you start using it in a constructive way, then everything starts to work out, okay? See, I got to be careful as I'm talking because I'm not paying attention. All right, let's see what else we need to know. But it's interesting how we have all of these sixes showing up. It's a real, big energy of finding your healing and finding your harmony. We have 10th house authority. Look at that. What did I just say? I was just talking about you need to figure out what your blueprint is. And I was just telling you what my authority is, right? My authority is being able to see things that you can't see. My authority is being able to unlock things within you that have been lying dormant. It's just, I can't do it until you come to me and ask for help, okay? That's how I'm supposed to operate. So whenever you figure out how you're supposed to operate, you start to unlock things, okay? And you are moving through your own authority because that is your life, right? We just got this blessing of her saying, you're going to be able to move how you want to move. You're going to live the life that you want to live. But it's up to you to decide to take that crown back, okay? So we have number 4 and 8. 4 is about security, stability, but it's also about thinking logically and doing the things that you know are necessary. And 8 is abundance. So it could be that you've got to get out of your own way, right? You got to start tapping into your natural authority in order to receive whatever it is that you want to see. It's not always about money, right? Abundance is not always about money. It could be an abundance of peace, of love, of harmony, opportunities, whatever. Animals, if you want. Doesn't matter. Oh, I'm glad you caught me live too. Good. I'm glad you're here. I'm fascinated by all you have to say. Oh, thank you, Zach. You're so nice. I appreciate that. And that's just, I've always been that way. I used to think it was so weird that adults would come to me when I was young. They would come to me telling me things that I really didn't need to know and then asking for advice, or I just knew things and I didn't know how I knew things. And it's because I'm a projector. I'm a very what do you call it? Rare type of energy, which is cool, but it makes for a not so easy life at first. But this is why I love getting on live and talking to y'all, because when y'all communicate with me, when you communicate with me on here, or if you have a private session with me, it just starts unlocking things. It's fascinating. Yeah, I love being a projector because I can pick up the energy off of you. Yeah. If we all tapped into this energy, into our natural blueprint, we would have a much happier world. We really would. Let's see. Look, we have another 6. Look, 15, you guys. It says home, earth. Okay? So to me, this signifies a few things. Okay? So earth is our home right now. We are a divine being that chose to come on this low vibrational planet to experience life as a human, to experience free will, to experience positive and negative, light and dark, high vibe, low vibe, whatever you want to call it. We came here to experience this. But what we need to understand is that our thoughts create our home. So home in the metaphysical sense is our self, our security, our safety, okay? And so look at her. Look how beautiful she is. She has the light, which is shining right here on all of this abundance, right? Her thoughts create things. Her emotions surround her. And she is fertile. She is meant to create her world, her timeline, her life. Okay? Does that make sense? So we have number 1 and 5. 1 is creation. 5 is change. 5 is movement. Okay? Then we add them together and that creates peace and harmony and so much more. Yes, green healing. Yeah. Let me catch up. Hang on. I know things too about people I just met. Yeah, it's awesome, Sarah. I was very hindered and discouraged for my gifts and of my gifts. Melinda, I do numerology readings. You can get your astrology natal chart on, astro.com or astrocafe.com, something like that. And then you can go to the official human design website to figure out what your human design is. But I do numerology readings, yeah. I'm just trying to catch up. Well, I appreciate you being here, Zach. Thanks. You're just starting your clairsentient journey. It's been intense and wild. Oh, it will be. It will be, but it's so magical and so fascinating. Yes, you are, Domingo. You are old. I know him personally, so that's our relationship. He's my best friend. We talk shit to each other daily. Let's see what else we need to know. Meandering pathway, another 6. Flow. Whoops. Okay. So it's number 24. So think about the flow. Remember how I said, when you are in control of yourself and your life, yeah, there's a lot of green showing up. You get into the flow of nature. You get into the rhythm of the energy of your own energy, the cosmos, everything. Like, it's funny because I've told y'all there are things that I've decided to do, but then all of a sudden I realized that, oh, that was perfectly aligned with what's going on astrologically, if I can speak, right? So whenever you come into this balance, when you decide to go the path of being in control of your life, to tapping into your essence, to understanding your energetic blueprint, and then moving forward, then you find this nice, healthy harmony and flow. Okay? One of your spirit guides shows up green. Yeah, Archangel Raphael shows up green as well because he's that healing energy. And look, this looks like the Hermit right here, right? He always reminds me of the Hermit. So we were talking last night in our masterclass about the Hermit energy because we're about to go into September. September is the 9th month. The numerology for September is higher wisdom, but it's also about completion, okay? So you're going to experience some things ending in September, but we also connect it to the Hermit energy because he is the 9th card in the tarot. And he is one who uses that higher wisdom. He is one who really goes within to better understand what he's been experiencing, how he can, really use that energy as he comes out of his hermit mode. Okay. So September is going to be like I don't want to say a chill month, but it's really meant for you to go within. Okay. And I've been seeing that in my monthly readings as well. Shut up, Domingo. All right, let's see what else we need to know. We have patience. Look at that. Remember how I said you're going to feel like you're running out of time, right? You're going to feel this. You're more than likely on Wednesday going to feel this anxiety because we have that super full moon, and it's meant to evoke these emotions out of you for you to better understand them, okay? For you to be able to learn what is yours and what is just like program thinking, okay? So this is telling you, have patience. And look, another 6. It's 1 and 6, okay? So 16, I'm initiating my own peace and harmony, okay? And that is where I find my spiritual essence. That's where I find my spiritual space, is when I understand that the more I calm myself and I have self-awareness as far as like, what thoughts am I creating that aren't really mine, that aren't really true, right? Where did I pick this up from? What am I projecting onto my future? And what's reality right now? So when you're able to be aware of yourself in that aspect, you're able to disconnect from those negative thoughts, from those anxiety thoughts, and you find your place of peace again. Does that make sense? Did I? Oh, I'm going to have to get my money deck in just a minute. I left it over there. Is this all making sense, y'all? It's really a lot about slowing down and being in control. It does good. Let's see what else. Good, good, good. What else do we need to know? Whoops. We have Hunter, track down your fears and desires, which is exactly what I was just saying. Okay? Yeah, Charlotte, it's okay if you're late. You know I'll put it on YouTube. So when we track down and hunt your, fucking A. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. If I can speak. I'm trying to read comments and do this at the same time. So yeah, Marty, you definitely need to slow down and breathe for a moment. Let the chaos settle. Yeah, because chaos is that masculine energy. It's running wild and it needs to be honed. It needs to be calmed. So tracking down your desires and your fears, right? That's what I was saying. Whenever you're feeling this energy, especially around you, it's like 3 days before, so you might start feeling the full moon energy already. And then like 3 or so days after, you're going to feel like, even this morning, I felt a little on edge and I recognized it. And I'm like, why am I on edge? And as soon as I started recognizing it, it went away. Okay? Because I knew that it wasn't mine. There was no reason for me to be on edge. It's probably the full moon energy that I'm picking up. It could be somebody else's energy that I was picking up. And I decided that's not mine. So why even hang on to it? And then it came to peace and productivity this morning. Okay, that's how you can do that. So when it says track down your fears and desires, it's telling you have personal awareness. Understand where your fears lie, and then like really analyze where that came from. Where did you pick that up from? Was it your parents, another family member, somebody of authority when you were a child, maybe society? There's so much that we get programmed with. We're just programmed to always be fearful of everything, right? We're always in fight or flight, survival mode, that kind of just horrible energy. So whenever you understand that what you're feeling is more than likely not yours, you can let go of it because it's not yours. Drop it down. It's not yours. Let it go. Okay? Yeah, we talked about it last night too. Absolutely. Where's that? Oh, I set it over there. personal awareness is everything. It will really take you very far. Mercury retrograde ends on September 14th or 15th, depending on where you are. So yeah. But it's really, you guys, it's really meant for us to just reevaluate things and to slow down, because we're always go, 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 go type of energy, right? So it forces us to slow down, because if we don't have anything telling us to do so, then we're not going to do it, right? We're going to wear ourselves out. And it's just, Mercury's essentially trying to you know, do us a favor. You definitely feel it? Yeah. Well, it's funny because last night in our class, Jamie was talking about, you know, how she was relating how Mercury rules the nervous system and how she's been dropping things. And it was so funny because last night after I left the class, I dropped 2 plates. I mean, they were paper plates, so no big deal. And I dropped something else, and I was like, I just started laughing. I was like, freaking Mercury retrograde. Blame everything on that. I dropped something else this morning, and I can't remember what it was. Look, we have lily. This is a stargazer lily. This is my favorite type of flower because they smell amazing, and I love the name, okay? So when we think about lilies, especially stargazer lilies, like, right? They open up and they represent the star. They represent, you know, all of our senses. They represent just opening ourselves up and peace, okay? So when we see it's number 30, okay? 3 is expression. 3 is creativity. 3 is also the masculine and the feminine create something, okay? So it's the product of these 2 energies coming together. So it's like, you think about stargazer lily, you think about stars, and then the star in the tarot, okay? So the star in the tarot indicates your destiny, right? What is your destiny? How can you live in that expression of your destiny? How can you balance the masculine and feminine and create that sense of peace, that sense of harmony? How can you create the life that you're wanting to live, that you came here to express and to experience, okay? You're looking at and smelling them now. Oh, they're my favorite. They smell so good. You haven't worked for a month and you feel like has it already been a month, Anne? Wow. Time flies, I'm telling you. That's why we need Mercury retrograde, to help us to slow things down, to really stop and smell the roses, stop and smell the lilies, right? You've been seeing 33. 33 is a master number. It is the master healer. So this is, you know, telling you, pay attention to what needs to be healed within yourself and your life. Now, that's what I was thinking, Maudie. It felt like a week or 2 ago that she said she finished her contract. What else do we need to know? And then I'll get the money deck to see what our money focus is. You guys, this card keeps coming out. The umbrella. Okay? Now let's talk about it. Let me set this down. It keeps coming out because the umbrella wants to ask you, are you affirming that you are divinely guided and protected, or are you preparing for the worst? It's all on perception, right? The umbrella protects us from the rain, protects us from getting wet. But we can also see it as, oh, I need to make sure I have this, you know, in case something bad happens to me, because I just know that something bad is going to happen. Okay, it's all on your mindset. My guys told me black umbrella last night. Oh, and I had no idea what they meant. Oh, wow, Amber. That is definitely interesting. That's part of the meaning of my tattoo on my left shoulder. Stop and smell the roses. Perfect. See? That's interesting. Yeah, so when I like when that card comes out. I mean, God, it comes out all the time. But I mean, look how thick this deck is. We have so many other cards that have been, you know, hidden or yet to be seen. But this umbrella really comes out because we need to pay attention to what our thought process is within our life. Are you divinely guided and protected, or is your mind automatically going to worst case scenario? They always say like hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. No. When you prepare for the worst, what are you going to experience? What you prepared for, what you were making space for. Stop doing that. I promise I'll get the money deck. Give me 1 second. This one's just been looking at me, so. All right. What else do we need to know this week? Number 39, community. And that's number 39 here. You see how all the cards talk to each other, right? So 39, okay? So 3, again, is that creative expression. It's the masculine, feminine creating something, okay? And then we have 9. So 9 is that higher wisdom. 9 is, you know, we say completion, but it's higher wisdom. It's a higher expression of 3. We add them together and it's 12. Well, there's 3 again. So look at who you are around, but also know that part of your community is unseen. Part of your community is your guides, okay? The universe. So talk to them, use them, allow them to help you with that higher wisdom. But you have to ask for it. You have to set yourself in that energetic space in order to receive that energy, okay? Too many people scrolling TikTok looking for, you know, if you've seen this video, then this message meant for you. No, we want to really be able to tap into our own sense of knowing, our own downloads. All those messages are, you know, just because you've been scrolling on TikTok for a long time. I mean, and if they're positive, that's great. But we want to be able to tap into our own sense of knowing, to our own divine wisdom. Everybody has it, not just me, not just other people that you see. You have it too. So practice tapping into it. All right, let me get the money deck. I got to make sure I don't roll over any dogs. All right. What do we need to know about money this week? Ooh, partnership. Interesting. We haven't seen this one. I was just thinking as I was shuffling, I was like, we always see like the same cards over and over, just like that other deck too. But this is one we have not seen yet. So this is about your money, okay? There's 3 ways to resonate. Take it as it resonates or leave it if it doesn't. It says number 1, build relationships that can help you increase business profits. So look at that as far as your community as well, okay? Who are you surrounding yourself with, y'all? If you're surrounding yourself with people that are always talking about how broke they are, always talking about drama, always just in this negative low vibration, that's what you are going to experience yourself, okay? It's really true about you are who you surround yourself with, okay? That's why we have this community card that's asking you, please be aware with where you're putting yourself, okay? Number 2, you don't have to do it alone. Make use of available resources. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have resources all around us and all within us, okay? That's why it's important for you to understand your energetic blueprint, because if you understand that, just like I said, I finally, years ago, realized that my energetic blueprint, my destiny is to help you lead a better life. It unlocked everything. So number 3, you may receive money or an offer from someone you know. I mean, hey, look at that, right? Make sure, since we're in Mercury retrograde, make sure everything is like copacetic. Make sure that if you're receiving money, this is just something that is a gift, or, you know, I wouldn't sign any contracts or make any like legal agreements during Mercury retrograde because communication can get very wonky. So if you're receiving money from somebody, it would be them paying you back for something or them gifting you for whatever reason, but make sure that the communication is very clear about it, okay? I had to block a friend because she was creating a block for me. Oh, yeah, I mean, it happens. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. This, y'all, this outfit, one of my favorite things I think I've ever bought. I saw it on TikTok, but it was a company I already followed on Instagram. It's that Cider, C-I-D-E-R, Cider Shop or whatnot. And I've seen all their stuff, but I was very leery about, you know, I always research where I'm going to buy something from, right? To make sure it's not scammy, whatever. And so anyways, I saw somebody talking about it on TikTok and I was like, ooh, that looks awesome. So I got this in green and in black, and it's the most comfortable thing you will ever wear. So yeah, it's under Cider Shop. So you can look about on Instagram, or I'm sure, you know, the website, all that. Let's see. When is a good time to finalize a contract? After retrograde. But if you have to do a contract during Mercury retrograde, just make sure that you really read through it with a fine-tooth comb. Make sure you read through it more than once. And if you need help with like the legalese type of jargon, get a lawyer to read through it for you. It's just, you want to make sure that everything is lined up the way that you're thinking it's lined up. Then, okay. But if you can avoid contracts until Mercury goes direct, that would be ideal, okay? Oh, wow. Said I had a dream the other night that I received a check for $155,000. Look, that's awesome. And you can ask the universe, when am I receiving my money? How am I receiving that $155,000? And the universe has to answer the question. It will be direct on the 14th, 15th, depending on where you are. So let's safely say the 15th. Let's pull a Moonology card since we have the super full moon coming up on Wednesday. Let's pull from Moonology. This is one of my OG decks. I like it. You're welcome. I have a business contract that I was waiting to be finalized. It started months ago. Is it okay? If it started months ago, then it should be fine. But like I said, just make sure that you read through it very carefully. Yeah, you don't want to start anything brand new as far as like, you know, commitments and legal things and whatnot in a Mercury retrograde. Good. And see, like, you know, somebody asked me, you know, well, why are you starting tarot class during retrograde? Well, because for me, this is not new. I've been doing these tarot classes for years now. And so, yeah, it's not something new. It might be new to them, but for me, it's not new. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay? So let's talk about how this can show up in your life. Pride. So think about it. If we're supposed to be expressing our true essence, if we're supposed to be living in our truth, but we're afraid to do so because of what other people might think or say, that's our pride. Okay? We have to let go of that. Because, you know, there are people that were in my life that didn't really know my true essence. And there were people that were close to me. But when I started, you know, expressing that and living in that truth, then it bothered them. But guess what? I would rather live in my truth than try to keep people around me by living a lie. Okay? So when we look at pride getting in our way as well, you know, think about, we were talking about this last night too, about really being honest with yourself about the role that you're playing in your life. How are you sabotaging yourself? Are you doing anything to get you further in life, or are you just maybe coming and watching these lives and then going back to the drama-filled human life? Are you scrolling on TikTok, claiming things, claiming energy, claiming positive readings or affirmations, but then going back to your drama-filled human life? Okay? We have to have like the utmost personal awareness in order to move in the direction that we want to. And we have to drop the pride, drop the ego in order to be really brutally honest with ourselves. Okay? So, yeah. Resolving things that have not been able to be resolved before is a positive action. Yeah, absolutely. Positive action during Mercury retrograde. Yeah. Anything that needs to be fixed or resolved during retrograde, yes, absolutely. All right, let me see if anything else. Let's do one from your higher self. Why not? We got time. I've pulled about 50 cards and we haven't even got to an hour yet. So we got time. This is the Soul Helper deck. It's a message from your higher self. So we'll see what it says. That was so funny this morning. I was like, y'all are so quiet. Oh, it's on sub-only chat. Derp. Oh, technology. You want a Rebel deck one as well? Okay. Twist my arm. What else do we need to know this week? A message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. Look at that. See? Especially this week, you're probably going to receive divine messages. Don't discount them. Don't just be like, oh, okay, whatever. But also, you can receive divine messages at any time, but you have to be tapped into your spiritual essence, right? We have to slow the energy down, slow the mind down in order to let it just, you can't ever clear your mind, okay? So don't ever think you're supposed to just like have no thoughts. It just doesn't work that way. What we do is we clear out the clutter, okay? So whenever you're meditating, you're going to have all these thoughts coming through and you just don't hang on to them. You don't let them start to develop in this whole scenario and then you've just lost your train of thought, right? You went off on this like whole tangent of a thought. In meditation, we just want to just let that thought just come in and then go, come in and then go, and then you're going to start to receive the divine messages, okay? So if a message is trying to reach you, we want to be able to receive it. We want to put ourselves in that place to receive it, okay? You're not going to find it on social media. You're not going to find it on TV. It's something that is going to be out of the ordinary. It's something that you know is true. Okay? Does that make sense? We had the Page of Cups reversed in Friday's live. And the weekend message I did on Saturday. Oh, yeah, Page of Cups are reversed. Yeah. That's the thing. We're so focused on all the stuff out here and we've got to stop and go within. I really was thinking about that this morning and I was like, you know, I really need to challenge myself to, you know, step away a little bit from social media, not as far as like not being on here, but like really paying attention to my inner self even more. Because I know you're going to know things within yourself. I know there are things that I'm supposed to unlock, like more things I'm supposed to unlock. And so I'm being pushed to do this because, again, this is part of my destiny, because the more I dive into me and my spiritual essence, the more I can help y'all. Okay? That is my destiny, to help you have a better life. So to me, that's fun. I like it. Because I love seeing people succeed. Love it. I've been putting all my decks back in the box just because I don't like cluttered chaos. I can't think that way. And so for me, when I have them stacked right here, I can see them all nice and neatly. So that's why y'all have been seeing me pulling them out of the box lately. I have a bunch of them, right, all on my shelves and whatnot. So I'll pick the ones that I want to use in the morning and I'll line them up. Just in case you were wondering. You probably weren't, but, just in case. Let's see. Rainbows, look at that, number 28. I saw this in the Reiki session that I did. I think it was the first Reiki session that we did on the 777 portal. Oh, happy birthday. So yeah, I saw this double rainbow in that session, and then somebody sent me a picture because she was literally looking at a rainbow at the time of the session. Oh, thank you for that. So what are rainbows? Rainbows are, you think about the 10 of Cups in tarot. It's the ultimate happiness, right? Some people like to link rainbows to God's promise, right? It's whatever you feel that rainbow means to you, okay? Some people think of abundance because of the pot of gold, like we were talking about last night with Denise when she pulled her rainbow card. But this is happiness. It's beauty. It's the magic of the earth, the magic of the energy, okay? It's number 28. So it's balance, it's harmony, it's knowing that when you make the decisions that you know are right for you, you will receive benefit from that, okay? It is beautiful, right? It's so bright. I like it. Let me see if there's anything else. I know. Did I already pull from that one? Yeah. Oh, the Rebel deck. That was it. I get distracted easily. Okay, what does the Rebel deck want to tell us this morning? This is my sassy deck. If you've never been here before, this deck is funny. It totally suits my personality, so I like pulling from it now and then just because it gives you like a straightforward, no BS type of message. Good morning. Let's see. What do we need to know this week? Whoa. Oh. Oh. It says, you are giving too many fucks. Give 0. You are giving too many fucks. Give 0. Because this goes perfectly with this blessing this week, right? Of taking your power back, living your life, doing things you want to do, the way you want to do them, and being unapologetic about it, taking your crown back. So the more you care about what other people think, do, or say, the less you're going to be happy, okay? The more you care about what people think, do, or say, the less you are living in your truth, and you are living your life according to somebody else's truth. And that's not going to work for you. It doesn't. You have your own specifically unique vibration. Every single one of you have your own unique vibration. No two people have ever been the same. Okay? So embrace that, honor that, and live in that truth, and stop caring what other people think, do, or say, because in the end, they're going to do what they want to do. You are allowed to do what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it doesn't matter. Life is an experience, and we all die in the end. Okay? We all go back to the other side, and then we have a good laugh about how ridiculous we were about being so worried about everybody else that we stifled ourselves. I told a friend of mine that on Facebook. She made a post about, to me it was ignorant, but whatever. You know, it was a post about spirituality and Christianity. And I told her, it's like, you know, in the end, when we get to the other side, we're all going to have a good laugh about how everybody was like, I'm right, you're wrong, but we had it all wrong. You know, there's a very good chance that we have it all wrong, right? Nobody on this planet has all the answers. Nobody. Okay? We all can tap into different types of levels of energy. And so when we understand that and we learn how to tap into our own knowing, our own energy, that's where we find happiness. That's where we find truth. That's where we find peace and harmony and abundance. That's where we find that connection to the divinity. Okay? So if anybody ever claims that they have all the answers, run, because they do not. Okay? Now, I do love that science is starting to prove our spirituality. So we can see what here is true, right? As far as energy, like masculine and feminine energy, and how we're manifesting by like observing. What we observe comes to life. What we don't observe is like dormant. There's so much that we can learn about this stuff, but to just think that, you know, we have all the answers, absolutely not. We don't. And I will never claim to have all the answers, because that would be extremely ignorant. And Lord knows that the universe would put me in a position to where I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And it would prove to me, no, you don't have all the answers. So yeah, it's like, why even try? Why even try to be that person? And have no judgment of others and their beliefs. Yeah. And that's what I told her when she was talking, you know, making these judgments on Facebook. And I was like, you know, you're allowed to be Christian, and that's fine with me. People are allowed to be atheists. That's fine with me. People are allowed to be spiritual, Jewish, Muslim, whatever. It doesn't matter to me, right? As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you are moving forward in love and truth and integrity, it doesn't matter, right? We're here just to experience. So why judge somebody for the way they go about finding their truth in their heart space? That's just my belief. I grew up Christian. Like my mom, Catholic, my dad, Baptist. None of it ever made sense to me. Even as a kid, I was like, I did not like it at all. Because to me, in my opinion, it is completely toxic. That is my opinion, my experience, okay? But I do know that there are Christians out there that are, you know, they don't go with the whole hellfire and brimstone type of ideal, right? And I think that's fantastic, because we're supposed to be welcoming and loving of others. And if that's what your Christian belief teaches you, fantastic. Like my family is still Christian, and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't care. I don't preach to them, and they don't preach to me. My best friend is religious. He does not believe in tarot. He doesn't believe in any of this woo-woo stuff, but we're still best friends. Because, you know, this is who I am, but it's not how I try to force life on other people. That's not what we're here to do. If you want to learn about tarot, come to my classes and I will teach you. If you want to learn about life and how to navigate through it, I'm happy to give you all the knowledge that I've obtained. But I'm not here to force it on you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. This is your life. This is your free will. Okay? So that's the beauty of free will, is getting to choose what you want, but then understanding that your life is a reflection of those choices. So if you don't like it, then we've got to choose differently. Okay? I had to take one of the most brutal looks at myself years ago, because I was like, I am doing this shit to myself. And I was like, damn it, I need to stop. And once I did that, my life completely turned around. And yours can too. Okay, it all starts with personal awareness. For the tribe, I told them this last night. For the tribe, I'm creating new modules for y'all, and I'm going to walk you through how to obtain personal awareness in different ways. But the next module is going to be how to walk through your shadow work. Okay, I'm going to take you through that whole journey because people are afraid of shadow work, but it's nothing to be afraid of because shadow is your subconscious. It's your inner self. It's your habits. It's the things that are playing in the background that you're more than likely unaware of. Okay, so shadow work isn't meant to be scary. It's not like, oh my God, you got to go through all this pain again. No, it's like, let's take a look back and see where we picked this stuff up from and why is it playing back here? And how can we move and transform that into something more positive, productive by taking that power back? Okay? Yes, the shadow absolutely leads to the light. I love that. Yeah. So I hope this helps y'all. If you missed the beginning of the reading, don't worry. I'm going to upload it on YouTube. And I don't know, I feel inspired this morning. And we have the 6 of Keys today, right? This is a time of increase. This is you really refining what it is that you want. And knowing that whatever you focus on is going to create more of that. So is it positive or negative? Okay. So, all right, if y'all need anything else, you know where to find me. The link is in my bio. We do start tarot class on September 5th. So if you haven't gotten into that, definitely take a look at it, see if it resonates with you. If you want to give it a try, I have the Tarot 101 or the Learn to Read True Tarot little series down here somewhere. It's supposed to be pinned to the live. I don't know if it is or not. But you can try that out, see if it works for you, and then you can decide if you want to get into tarot apprenticeship, okay? So, all right, I love y'all very much. I will see you on Friday. And again, I'm always here for you, whatever you need. Mwah! I'll see y'all later.